What's up, everyone? So I've decided to do another coronavirus update while traveling. Obviously I did one last week, but absolutely everything has changed. Pretty much nothing is the same as what I said last week, and yeah, you guys probably know that now because the news and everything has changed. So right now we're in El Nido in Palawan. We weren't even planning on coming here, so I'll just show it you quickly. We're on the beach right now, very empty as you can see. Still some boat tours going out though, just a few, but there really isn't anyone around here at all. Usually this is all packed. So basically we were in the Philippines. We were on the island near Boracay, Iloilo I think it's called, and about 2 days ago the president here said that they were going to lock down Manila because Manila was increasing in cases. Still not that many cases in the Philippines, I think it's like 60 or 70 overall, but he said they'd be locking that down, and I think that's today, the 15th of March. But then what happened is basically the local governments and all these different islands around the Philippines just started saying they were going to lock down anyway. The government only announced it for Manila, but I guess all the local governments just wanted to play it safe and they decided to lock down. So yeah, we were kind of screwed because we had a flight out of Manila on the 26th. So we already knew we had lost that because there's no way for us to, there would be no way for us to get into Manila. And we also didn't really want to leave the Philippines because we were planning to go to Europe. But as some of you may know, Europe is like completely horrible now. It's basically turned into the new Wuhan, just like China was. It's just spreading, loads of deaths there. So we really didn't want to go to Europe anymore anyway. So we basically just thought, where would we rather be stuck right now for the next month, because that's what the lockdown's going to be. It's going to be a month. So we thought, here, Palawan, there's a lot to do here. We were unsure if we could even do anything. There was news, there was articles saying that whoever would arrive in El Nido would have to go into 14 days quarantine. But that's not true, because obviously we're here. We arrived here yesterday, and yeah, we're not quarantined at all. And we're also unsure if everything's just going to operate normally, if the restaurants and stuff are going to be open. But everything is open. We spoke with the locals. Some places are closing, but a lot of them kind of want to just continue as normal. There's not that many tourists here now, but there'll still be tourists to go in the restaurants, the hotels and stuff, and do boat tours. There's actually another boat tour going out there now. So today is the first official day of the lockdown here. It might change over the next few days. I think there's still flights out of El Nido until the 20th, but there's no flights coming in. We were on the last flight that comes into El Nido. There weren't that many people on it. So there's going to be more people leaving. The flight was expensive. I think we paid like $130 per person, but obviously we bought it like the day before. We didn't have that much time to think. So yeah, that's the price we paid. They think probably the group tours won't be available here, but you'll be able to do like private tours and stuff, I think. And we got some friends here that we're with, so yeah, I think that's the idea. We're just gonna stick around here in Palawan. That's another thing as well. The news was also saying we wouldn't be able to leave El Nido, but I was speaking with some of the like military guys and stuff here just before, and they seem to think that we will be able to travel around the whole island of Palawan. So yeah, that is why we decided to be stuck here and not try to go back to Europe. I think it would be best here. And like I said, all the cases are in Manila, so maybe now that they've shut the island off from outsiders, and I don't think people can come from Manila, maybe here will be very safe. So that's what we're hoping on. So in the last video I made last week about the update, I was saying that I thought it was still fine to travel, but now I don't really see any reason why somebody would come to the Philippines. I think you can still fly into Manila internationally, but then you're just going to be stuck in the city. You're not going to be able to get out of there. And all the other islands and stuff have closed anyway, so there's not going to be any flights between the islands. A lot of the ferries have cancelled as well. Like Coron here is completely closed. There's no way to get to Coron. I think everybody left. Apparently it was a big panic yesterday for people to get out of the island, so Coron's completely closed, and just a lot of the islands are closed. We were on an island called Isla Gigante, and they told us that the mayor was going to close the island the day after we were there. So we basically were there the last day that it was open for tourism, and that's when we kind of realized, oh no, everywhere's going to start closing, and that's when we had to get a move on and get to some better place pretty much. And also before we were off the beaten path, places that there weren't more tourists, and we started sensing that some of the locals were scared of us, like they were looking at us as if we had coronavirus. So we also wanted to come to a place where there's a lot of tourism, a lot of other tourists, so we weren't just alone in the middle of nowhere. So that is why we're here. So like I said, I don't really see any reason to come to Philippines over the next month, because you're not really going to be doing anything. And I think now realistically, if you are going to travel anywhere, even if it's Thailand or any other country, you've got to seriously take into consideration that you might be stuck there, because all these countries are closing the borders now. So yeah, that's entirely up to you. I know some of you in the comment section said you'd rather actually be stuck in another country. Maybe some of you would prefer to be stuck in El Nido right now, I don't know. But like I said, that's completely up to you. If you're going to travel, I think there's a very big chance you might get stuck, and we also don't know for how long. Over here it's definitely going to be a month minimum, but who knows what's going to happen in the world, right? It just seems to be going completely crazy now, out of control. So we might actually be stuck here for more than a month. We just really don't know. And yeah, we just have to see how it goes, and I'll keep you updated, because maybe in a week's time everything will change again. It's kind of weird doing these videos because everything's changing so fast. It seems to be getting bad so fast. I think last week as well, there was still a lot of politicians trying to play it down as if it wasn't a big deal, like the flu. But pretty much all of them, like Trump now and stuff, have just kind of declared that this is a big deal and it's not looking good. And a lot of the countries are in a state of emergency, right? So yeah, it ain't looking good, and I'll just keep you updated on what it's like traveling here. So yeah, that's what's going on now. Hopefully you found this helpful. Like I said, there's a huge risk of traveling right now if you're gonna be doing that, so that's your choice really. Anyway, I'll let you know what happens over the next following weeks, so have a good one.